Tell me your name. Who are you?
I am Horror Show Jack. I am from northern New Jersey. I am literally just some northern New Jersey dork that had a hobby that turned into a career. I traveled the country making fangs, selling Horror Show bears, my business partner's artwork, and Godzilla figurines, which I fell into by accident because I'm a huge collector. I'm a huge fan. I have Godzilla Japanese tattooed on my leg, mine the pale legs. We have a bunch of celebrities here that got fangs from us. Nico Hughes, and I haven't had a chance to go around and see who's actually here, but I know there's a couple other people that got fangs from us.
So you design fangs?
Yes.
Okay. Just for, I see your teeth. Are those real or are those?
No.
Okay, very cool.
I made my bottoms so that I can take them out with my tongue. This way I'm not taking them in and out and then shaking people's hands, and then on Monday, why am I sick?
Those are so good because you can,
Thank you.
It doesn't even look like, they look so natural is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Because I've worn vampire teeth myself, and I have a lisp when I talk, and those are so authentic. I love that.
Thank you. The certain ones that are sold in stores, I won't name names, they're big. They're a generic fit, so they don't fit properly, so that's why you lisp. I follow the curve of your tooth, and I make, because some people ask, well, how big are they? I'm like, well, it depends on how big your teeth are.
So you measure people's teeth? Or how do you?
Not measurement by line of sight, not by sight, not by
Because you're not a dentist.
No, I was trained in a dental lab, and I was taught by a dentist some tricks, and then I took it on my own.
Okay.
I just basically take a look at the mold, and I gauge how big they should be. You know, so it's like guesstimation, if you will.
So somebody would send you a mold of their teeth, and you would base their
Yes.
whatever you would design, it would be based on their mold. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And tell me about your bears. How did you get started with that? What was your first bear? Did you take your sister's bears?
No. Because unfortunately, I'm adopted. My little sister didn't grow up with me. We found each other about almost 20 years ago. And that's funny. That's the first time someone's ever asked me about my sister. Someone asked me if I stole my neighbor's bears. I'm like, do I look like a criminal?
No, seems like a big brother thing to do.
The idea came from a gift someone gave me, and I figured, I'm like, if I make these, people will like them, and people would want them. So I'm like, I tried it out, and then people started buying them. Trying to remember the first bear I made. I couldn't even tell you. They were literally just small, cheap teddy bears you could probably find at a dollar store, and just painted faces on them, put teeth on them and stuff, and then we just started making bigger ones.
Yes, because I was noticing all the different materials you use to modify them, and where do you get the ideas? Just movies?
Well, obviously, like Jason, Freddy. I even have. I don't have them right now, but the band Guar. I make Guar bears.
Man.
We
That's
actually
awesome.
One of the cool
That's
things
so
is
cool.
you know that you've seen the viral videos that are out there of the peekaboo bear. It's not mine. Stop sending it to me. I didn't make that one. I'm honored that you think it's me. That's not me. I'm not the first guy who did it. I didn't take the idea from him or whoever made it. I just saw I came across the peekaboo bear, and I made my own. And then I found out that other people had made them. So I didn't know about it because I don't buy them for myself.
Right.
So I make a different type of skull, but I have the medallions that the guys in Guar wear. So I took an imprint of it. I made a Guar medallion peekaboo bear, and it's on display at the Guar Bar in Richmond, Virginia.
That is so cool.
And it was the guitarist who was working there at the time who put it up on the shelf, and I had my little
Yeah, no, I would. I'm like, that's my bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite bear, or what's your favorite design?
Honestly, I really like doing the Jasons.
Okay.
Because I will customize the hockey mask and the machetes.
So do you make them hockey mask? Like you?
No, I
just
just get plain hockey mask and then put the decals on it and the blood on it. He's deformed underneath the face, so I make the face because Jason's my favorite, so I go all out. You know, I love all of them. We had a Michael Myers bear last week, and I didn't have the time to make another one because we were only home in New Jersey 2 days, and then we came back down here because we were at MegaCon last weekend.
Do you have a shop in New Jersey? Or you
I
just
have
work
an
from
apartment.
home?
where people will come and, I mean, it looks like a shop if you walk into it. I mean,
Okay.
but it's my apartment.
So do you do a lot of online sales, or just like where's the best
I don't-
place to find you?
The
Like,
best
where
way
do
to
people-
find me is through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Vero, if anyone's heard of that. And I had a Tumblr account. I only I downloaded the app and made a Tumblr account just so no one would take my name. I still don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
I just post something saying, I will be here. I still don't understand Twitter either. So
Yeah, Twitter seems time consuming.
I gotta be honest with you. The last 3 years, I thought Twitter was just a public thing that, presidents use. 'Cause that's all I hear about it.
Right, the president, yeah. And so where are you originally from?
I am from Northern New Jersey.
Northern New Jersey. Oh, so you've stayed there. Like
Yeah, I
you're
grew
in
up
the
there,
same-
and I have a little apartment in Clifton, New Jersey, and we travel all over the place.
Is this all you do? This is your
This is
it.
a full-time
This is
gig.
so
I mean,
cool.
I mean, I probably could get enough money together to buy a house, but why bother when if something breaks, I can try and have my landlord fix it.
Yeah.
He's not going to see this, so I'm not worried. Ron, you're a douche. He's really a really nice guy. It's just, he's not into it. He's never seen Night of the Living Dead.
Whoa. How's that even possible?
Yeah, because, I mean, he's in his early to mid-30s. I mean, I grew up on that, I mean, I don't think my parents had any idea when they introduced me to Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi's Dracula, and all these great horror movies as a kid, like the traditionals, and torturing me with movies like My Bloody Valentine that scared the crap out of me when I was 5 years old. And now I've met the people behind the mask. Some of these people I get to call my friend.
That's so cool.
It's mind-boggling. I mean, I'll go to some shows and wait in line to meet someone. They know who I am before I get there. I'm like, how is this possible? You're the guy that makes the fangs. What?
That's so cool. How did you start making the fangs?
I got tired of buying them from other people and them breaking, and I spoke to a dentist, and he's like, this is dental acrylic. Do you want to start your own business? And I'm like, why not? So I started making them for myself, and I did a lot of rent fairs, and a lot of people were like, you make fangs? I'm like, well, I made them for myself. Did you make me a pair? And people started offering me money. I'm like, I think I'm onto something. And my last job was just so awful, and the people there were so awful. It kind of lit a match under my butt to push my business to the point where I can do it full time.
They're handing you money to make them stuff. You're like,
oh,
okay.
It is the greatest, because I mean, how many jobs do we have that you hear the phrase "thank you"? I get Christmas cards from some of my clients, and I'm like, thank you. I don't know how to handle this.
Yeah.
I'm also not home, so I can't send you a Christmas card. I'll send a text, whatever. I'll send a text or an email.
What a great story. This is awesome. I love what you do.
I mean, like, if you came to me 10 years ago and told me I'd be in South Carolina getting interviewed on, is this a podcast, a video cast?
So you're in North Carolina? Not South Carolina.
North Carolina. I drove to South. We stayed in South Carolina last weekend.
I don't want anybody to be like, this guy doesn't even know who he is.
No, honestly, I don't know where. I was in Florida last weekend.
But it is called the Carolina Fear Festival, so usually they combine, right? It's North and South. It's like a Carolina thing, so.
It's a Carolina Fear Fest. It doesn't matter if you're in South or North. Come to the Fear Fest. Yeah.
It's in the United States.
yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I was in Washington, D.C., and I know it's not an actual state, but it's just mind-boggling because it's always been referred to as a state to me. So I'm like, what?
It's a city. It's a district.
I've been so tired that I forget that Chicago isn't the state; it's the city in Illinois.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Wait, no, I knew that. Shut up.
You mean there's other places in Chicago? It's not just
There's a place called the Cove in Chicago, and there's one in Indianapolis, and it's a metal bar. And if you like hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and heavy metal, this is the place to go.
He's from Chicago, so he grew up there.
Have you ever been there? Go check it out. And if you're in
crazy.
Richmond, Virginia, and none of these places pay me to say this. I just give shout outs to them because I have so much fun there. The Guar Bar in Virginia the food is great. Yeah. They've got top-notch alcohol if you're a drinker, and the atmosphere is just awesome. So,
awesome. So anything else you want to share? Tell me about your partner's artwork.
My partner, who unfortunately is not here, she's an artist from Cuba. She just started drawing some of the bears that we had and making them into prints.
That's awesome.
And people really liked them. And then she did a replica of the nun from The Conjuring. And we sold that at New York Comic Con in 2016. and everyone kept asking us, and we just didn't. We were on the road so much, she didn't have time to paint another replica. So I'm like, well, we have a picture of it. So I cropped it. I'm like, why don't we make prints of it? And she's like, do you really think people are going to buy it? Apparently I was right. I'm right on occasion.
So any advice for the creative kids out there?
Don't give up. Someone will buy it from you. Just when they're rude, just shrug it off. And in the long run, if you literally put your heart into it, it will eventually pay off. And it's another thing. If you came to me 20 years ago and said I'd be thinking like this, I'm like, you're out of your mind. You're full of it. No, I mean, like, I am the hero of retail as well, because I will tell a customer to go pound it. I don't care. Go pound salt. I mean, do I have to watch my language? No. I will tell a person to go pound shit. I don't care, because people will treat vendors at shows like this like it's a flea market. This is not a flea market. A lot of people spend their hard-earned time making this stuff. You got chainmail people, face painting people, sculptors, wood whittlers, taxidermists, people running the charity for Scares of Care, which is in August in Williamsburg, Virginia. And then like all this, even some of the Godzillas, I have to put them together. They come all the way from Japan. I'm getting a deal on them.
Wow.
Then they hit me with the shipping. And then they come in little baggies,
man.
separate. So there I am, sitting with the crazy glue, gluing them apart, pulling my fingers apart.
Wow.
Having the bottle of nail polish remover right next to you so I can just unstick my hands. But I mean, it's not a flea market. You know, I had a guy walk in here and ask for a Godzilla that was $35 that was from Japan and it's a rarity. He goes, will you let this go for $5? I said no, as if I was saying this, you know, because I never say no to a customer. I was offended.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm like, so professionalism stepped aside and sarcasm stepped in. I'm like, dude, because I never say dude to a customer because that's so professional. I'm like, you just asked for a $30 discount. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, then the way he said yeah, sarcasm said, I'm like, no, and you were able to translate. And everyone in my booth is like, you just said, I'm like, told them what happened. They're like, we're all looking at each other, is this real life?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Thursday at MegaCon, someone picked up something for like $60 and we let this go for $50. We just opened 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And there's 3 days and the rest of today left. Nah.
Yeah.
This is not bargaining here. So I mean that's the whole thing is if you believe in your work also, do not buckle and do not sell yourself short. If it's Sunday and you haven't made your money and you need to make money, then you figure out what kind of discount you can give someone without cutting your own throat. So that's pretty much it. I'm sorry. I'm here to help. I mean, just don't be a fangsmith. I have enough competitors.
This is so cool. Like I love what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I get to meet great people like you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I said, I mean, it's no joke. I mean, I'm literally just a dork from Northern New Jersey who just is a horror nerd that turned into this stuff, you know?
You're great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.